Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. I am doing the eclipse readings, trying to knock out as many as YouTube will let me. In this one, we're going to do Scorpio and Capricorn. Sorry, I can't squeeze. I'm long-winded today. I'm feeling it. I'm in the flow. So what do we want to use for Scorpio? Let's use 13, the deck tarot, because I know my tribe can handle it a little bit dark, a little bit rough. All right, we got one out already. The Knave of Cups. Interesting. And Scorpio can be affected in a few different ways. You can either thrive through this, or you can be hit by a few different waves. But either way, the energies are for your benefit, definitely, for sure. Even though you're on the opposite side of where this blood moon is for the eclipse. Ooh. Okay, 3 of Swords in reverse, healing. Okay. I'm being told to wait until something. I need a few more cards too. Because right now it looks like love is coming in to heal you. How is the love showing up for Scorpio for healing though? How is this showing up for Scorpio? What does the universe need Scorpio to know about this opportunity to heal? Okay. Holy Jesus. These are really slippery cards, but I love them. Okay. So the 2 of Cups in reverse. Don't be afraid, Scorp. Don't be scared. Whatever it is. This to me says fear. You're scared. You're scared of the emotion that's coming with this. Whatever is bringing in. This is a really cool card. I love this deck. Oh, Scorpio. Of course I love this deck. Like, how freaking, wow. I just love it. So you're afraid of whatever this being is bringing you. You're afraid of whatever is being offered. Right? And then you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, which is a little bit of it's almost like denying and hiding from your feelings is what I'm getting off this. Like you're denying them. Well, you're afraid of it, so you're looking for ways to avoid it. Denial, avoidance, not seeing it for what it really is, rejecting it almost. And then you got the Knave of Pentacles. Is that where you want to go, Scorp? Is that where you want to take your Scorpio energy? Is that where you want to take your Phoenix? Venus is going to roost on that. You still got some healing to do. Let's pull. Ooh, we need some healing. If we're doing healing, I'm grabbing the Herb Crafter's Tarot. What does the universe need to know? Or what? Yeah, Scorpio's going to tell the universe what it needs to know. Probably, most likely. All right. What messages does Scorpio need to hear right now? What do we need to heal? Oop. Okay. Jeez, Louise. I was like, is it ever going to... I know... it's coming. Okay. Oh, cheese and rice. Okay, well... So the 3 of Air. The 3 of Swords reverse. So Echinacea has a lot of medicinal qualities to it. One of which is sticking out to me right now, because we're on the 3s, is the throat. I don't think the throat is the 3rd chakra. I know it's not. But for whatever reason, threes for me, right here, this is your bridge where everything comes together. So this is the, I don't know. I'm just following what I'm supposed to be following. So throat coat is a tea if you're into tea. Even if you're not into tea, you have it cold. Echinacea is going to be one of the main ingredients in that throat coat cold tea. Mayo Clinic actually did a study on echinacea to see if it helped in any treatment or side effects or symptoms of cancer or its treatments. So pretty powerful, potent stuff. Of course, they didn't come up with anything. So can't do anything that's bad for business, right? Scorpio. Don't betray your heart. Just get those pentacles, please and thank you. Because you're going to end up regretting it in the long run. And then I have the Two of Water. This is upright, though. This showed up in upright. This is mellow. Significant detox. It's a beautiful flower, but you typically medicinally use the root. So, Two of Cups, that would make sense. You're rooted and you're coming to... My dog snores. Okay. So I'm going to quit reading tarot and just sort of, what do you call that? MSNR, whatever the heck it is. It's just random noises. All day long. Okay. There's... Oh, there's two little hummingbirds on here. Oh. Two little hummingbirds. It's a Scorpio. Hummingbirds are like cool creatures. They're very energetic. Their major divination is energy, right? And they just flutter all over the place, pollinating everything. And their little hearts are just so intense. There's a very good omen when you see a hummingbird. They actually move their wings in an infinity symbol. Sorry. Oh, that's right. This is spiritual. I can say stuff like that. Okay. This little well, this little bird bath is being held up by a statue of a woman. Now, and she's stretching, right? So she's comfortable. She's at ease. But she's holding up the concrete. Bird bath, almost. Or she's wrapping herself around it. I'm trying to interpret this, and it's not coming to me. Okay, maybe we'll pull another card. Let's do that. Pull another card to bring clarity. Let's bring some clarity in for Scorpio. What do we got? Justice. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Jesus. Some people call it the companion planet. The devil's lettuce. Okay, so like, I don't know. Scorpio, what you doing? Justice. So this is equality too, because there's 6 leaves on the, or there's 6 petals on the leaves, if you will. And it looks like they made some oil with it and made some twine and collected the seeds, right? Times they used to, that's self-sustaining. Way back in the day, before we planted even corn or soy, even prior to that, we planted tobacco, and prior to that, we planted hemp. Because when the winters got really rough and we ran out of food, we would use the hemp seeds. Till recently, it's been a little taboo-boo, but it's taken off like wildfire. But the seeds of it should be classified as a superfood, in my humble, weird-ass opinion, I guess you could say. Very nutritious. I put them on my salad, I put them in my spaghetti, I put them in my whatever it is that I'm eating. It's good stuff. Okay. So whatever. Okay, it's starting to come through. Heartbreak healing. You're healing. Maybe you're pair bonding with yourself. Maybe you're pair bonding with another person. This is going to be justice. Equality, justice, freedom. What else goes with justice? I don't know. Okay. And then you've got that. Okay. So I'm not sure which one this is, but then you've got the 8 of Earth in the upright. I'm going to look this other card up here in the book in a hot second. So you've got the 8 of Pentacles. I'm getting divine justice here, but there's no divine union here. Scorpio, what you doing over there? What are you doing? You bypassing some stuff, huh? Bypassing the uni? Me like, look, I done tried it. I get it. I done tried it. We're going to pass on the rest of it because I can't take no more of this. I totally get it, dude. I totally get it. I can't even hold it against you. Activism. Okay. Okay. So, warriors. The warrior of water. I'm gonna butcher this. I am so sorry. So the Adelita cards feature plants that are conventional in some way. They are focused on remedies for the young girl emerging into womanhood, but can be used by others as well. The plants themselves poke and scratch. The medicine is spicy and has bite. The herbs of the Adelitas drive the herb crafter to experiences that challenge her resilience. They prove her loyalty to the plants and this ancient wisdom. They invite her to explore the world with passion and creativity. The Adelitas correspond to knights in traditional tarot decks. They represent the fight we often encounter when first defending our path to the outside world. They approach adventures with conviction and righteousness. The Adelitas call us to a time of drive and fortitude. They are the warriors of the elements, showing us how to defend and serve. As guides, they offer the gift of activism. Okay. That makes more sense. So there's healing there, but you have some emotional stuff to get through, dude. So you've got an energy here that has the potential to be very volatile, very defensive, and very fiery, prickly. So if we think about what this medicine brings, right? A calm sense of security. Even if it is false for the time being, it still brings in the calm. It still washes over us and soothes the system of whatever needs to be soothing, depending on how you're taking it. So balance, right? Justice. We've got justice, balance, and then the two of cups. Mallow. With healing. So keep your fire energy, your war energy, and keep it balanced with the justice. That's what I'm getting here. Because it's going to work out as long as you work it out. Okay? Turmeric. Okay, I'm going to step into this. I'm pretty sure I can say this. So turmeric, pretty popular, right? At least if you like Indian food. One of the main ingredients in curry is an anti-inflammatory. It does not work unless you activate it with an omega-3 fatty acid and pepper. Let me repeat that. If you are just eating turmeric and expecting any benefit from it without using omega-3 fatty acid and pepper, it's not working. And it's just getting flushed straight through your system. You need the omega-3 fatty acid and the pepper. And you need to take them in the correct amounts. If you go on the internets, you can find it. I'm not going to plug brands. So I don't want to get any hate in the comments. So there's your little herbal medicine for the night. But I think we're going to pull a whatchamacallit card and see what's going on subconsciously here. Ooh, all right, fine, be that way. Psh, psh. Okay. 57. So you're hot. You need to balance out your heat. That's what I'm getting. So you're getting to the point where it's becoming dangerous because inflammation. I'm going to say this. Inflammation. Back up, y'all. She's coming in hot. Like the cards are telling me to. So inflammation is the root cause of all disease. It's scientifically proven. There's been studies done. Go look it up if you can. I don't know if you have that access or not. But it's been proven. Inflammation, root of all disease. All of them. And so your medicine, what you're working on, apparently, is getting to the root of whatever it is. Turmeric is also a root, by the way. Why do I feel like I have a root? Where's the root? Mallow root is root. That's what's the medicine that's used for mallow is the root of the plant, not the flowers or the stems or the. Okay. 57. Let's go, Scorpio. I'm spoiling your tickets right now. Okay. So if you had drawn this sigil, it means that in this situation, your optimism is blinding you to actual reality. Optimism is associated with many positive things such as increased success, better physical, emotional, and mental health, increased life expectancy, and better recovery from adversity. Having a positive outlook is a positive thing. It is a positive thing until you are using it to deny the negative. This makes positivity nothing more than an illusionary denial. It may benefit you to also spend some time accepting the energy of this. No, we're not going into energy. Sigil 10 is what it says. When our motives for being optimistic take us away from awareness, our positive distortions of personal attributes, capabilities, and estimation of the future can usually do lead to negative outcomes. For example, optimism often gives us a flawed perception of risks, and those who underestimate risks do not take necessary actions to avoid them. We may be using a whole host of coping mechanisms and mistaking them for something good because they are causing us to feel optimistic. We may be using optimism as a coping mechanism in and of itself. If we are doing this, chances are that we are using optimism to avoid the feelings of helplessness. Positive focus does a lot of good, but there is one enormous caveat to that rule, one massive exception. Positive focus works on everything except the things you're trying to use the positive focus to avoid. Another way of saying this is positive focus works except when it is used as a tool to enable our resistance. It is a guarantee that whatever you resist will persist. The question to ask yourself in this scenario, I know I'm being a smartass. Sorry. Bye, kids. What would I do differently if I knew my optimism were misguided in this scenario? I know, I like... There are times when optimism pays off. This is not one of those times. You are currently using optimism to avoid seeing what is real, and you are about to make choices and take actions based on something other than reality. Okay, that's it, that's all. Okay, so tying that into this reading. So I'm going to remove the herbals for a second. This is coming in, okay, for you. I'm still in healing mode. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't need to force that. But now you're not seeing what's right in front of you. You're in fear and you're in pain. You're still in fear and pain. That is not a good place to be making decisions from. And unfortunately, you're being a little bit emotionally unstable and immature right now. Okay? And you're focusing on something else rather than what's in front of you. Because this is the one place, yeah, Knave of Pentacles. This is the one place Scorpio knows they can thrive. We know what we're doing. We know how to get there. And we're not greedy about it either. We just know how to do it. Right? We just know how to do it. This is the one area that a Scorpio will bask in the light of all day long. How to get those pentacles, period, the end. What we don't like is fear and emotional pain. All right. And then we've got, what one came out first? Again, healing. We're trying to heal. But we need to bring some justice to the situation. So maybe we're in denial of what happened. Maybe we're not balancing out the energies appropriately. We're not dealing with the inflammation appropriately. We're not doing it. So we need to start looking at what hurts, right? We need to pay attention to what's starting to swell and starting to ache. Because the longer we neglect it, the bigger the pain and the bigger the particular area is going to get until we can't deny it anymore. And it will produce physical results if we keep ignoring it. All right, Scorpio. I'm just going to call this one the video because I am not squeezing Cappy into this. That's not very nice. So I hope this helps. And it could be a little rocky. Wait to see what gets exposed before you make any judgment calls. Do not whip out that stinger for nothing or nobody. Okay? Step into your integrity. Step into your honesty. Step into the modality of understanding that when we hurt others, it only hurts us. So if we feel that we're being threatened in any way, shape, or form, we need to step into our own power and place of authenticity, which means using our words and our actions to do right and good by the situation, rather than come from a place of complete and utter disarray, which is kind of what that first spread said. There's something of love for you, and you're like, but is it really? Is it really? Because every time I've touched that button, I've gotten hacked off. Every time I've reached for that, bad things happen, and it hurt. And everybody goes through this. It's not just Scorpios. We feel it really deep, right? It might hurt us on levels that other people might not even comprehend. And that's okay. That's part of being a Scorpio. That's why we have our pinchers and our stinger. But we're coming to a stage of existence now where we don't need to use that anymore, because we are being asked to evolve beyond that. Okay. So understanding that holding space for yourself and allowing yourself to feel this stuff is not bad for you. It's going to help your healing. It's not going to hinder it. So sitting in that shadow work, right? Getting in the mirror and maybe shedding a few tears in front of yourself and holding that space and being like, yep, we can be emotional. It can hurt. We're going to let it hurt. Let It Matter by Johnnyswim, I think the band is. Let It Matter. If it's fragile and it shatters, let it matter. Hurt today, heal tomorrow, right? Understanding that when we suppress those things, it only makes it worse. It only gets worse over time. Scorpio, I hear you. It's going to be okay. I hope this helps. But again, I'm going to give you the same advice that I gave the other two. Don't move. Just stand back and witness for a minute. If you can remove yourself from... See, I just told you to get into your emotions. And now I'm saying refrain from embodying your emotions. You can feel your emotions. You can go through emotions. But you don't need to step into the emotion and become it. Does that make sense? So there's a modality of feeling things. And then there's a modality of, I am going to become the raging beast. We don't need to step into that entirely. We can still have that powerful energy and harness it in a way that's going to benefit rather than be the detriment of. Okay. I hope that's enough advice. Good Lord Almighty, Joe Friday. These readings are freaking brutal, man. Okay. Fucking lights. Oh, I'm glad Pisces is gonna watch this, because I told okay. Because they got a really nasty oracle card too. Okay. Love you guys. See you later.